What's the proper way to tip a taxi driver? Imagine stepping out of a busy airport or a bustling city street, ready to start your journey. You hop into a taxi, and the driver takes you to your destination. Now, you might wonder, how do I show appreciation for a job well done? Tipping a taxi driver properly can vary depending on where you are, but some common rules apply everywhere. In many Western countries like the United States and Canada, tipping around 10 to 15% of the fare is standard. So, if your ride costs $20, giving $2 to $3 is typical. If the driver helps with your luggage or provides a smooth ride, tipping on the higher end shows extra gratitude. For short rides, rounding up the fare to the nearest dollar or a few extra dollars is also acceptable. For example, if your fare is $12, giving $15 is polite and simple. In some countries, tipping is not expected at all. For instance, in Japan, China, and South Korea, taxi drivers usually receive a fair wage, and tipping might even be considered rude. In these places, just paying the fare and saying thank you is enough. In Europe, tipping tends to be more modest. Rounding up the fare or leaving about 5 to 10% is common. For example, if your fare is €25, giving 28 or 30 euros is appreciated but not required. Sometimes, simply leaving the change from your payment is enough. In Latin American countries like Mexico and Brazil, tipping practices vary. In Mexico, tipping around 15% is common, especially if the driver helps with luggage or provides extra service. In Brazil, rounding up the fare is typical, and tipping is less formal. Always try to use local currency when tipping to make it easier for the driver. Check if the fare already includes a service charge, as some taxis add this fee automatically. If it does, additional tipping might not be necessary unless the service was exceptional. Remember, understanding local customs is respectful and helps avoid misunderstandings. If the driver assists with your bags or takes a preferred route, a slightly larger tip or rounding up shows your appreciation. Keep your tip simple, fair, and in the local currency, and you'll leave a positive impression wherever you go.